Okay, hi YouTube. It's quite the value you got there. I know when he showed me, I was like, is that what they look like? Is that what small boobs do? Do you just have a giant breastplate there? I would think they would go like closer a little bit. I don't know. Not really? Oh, okay. Those motivate me even more. You gotta put your back into it. Oh my, blind. Plastic surgery boobs are most likely to do that if done from a very small size. Who's doing all the heartsies? I've never seen that before. Hearts. Thank you, hi honest. Plastic surgery boobs are most likely to do that if done at a very small size. What?
Luneskex just subscribed for 27 massive months. Hey boo boo, what that mouth do?
You wanna know what this mouth does? You wanna know what this mouth does? Mwah.
Give me your hole.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you for the resub. Thank you so much. Stop right there, you better. What do you mean? Hello, Dodo. What do you mean? They asked what this mouth do.
No, your mouth is not big enough.
Oh, you want it bigger? How? What the heck? How big do you want? You want it like this? Is this big enough? Mwah. You don't want your teeth to hurt. You can clean glasses with that. I'm trying. Not big enough? Damn, guys, Jesus. Now is it big enough? There. You might. Okay, long day. Okay. Hi, he911. Hello. What am I looking at? Me. Hello. Welcome. And here, I thought I should be the one asking that. It's okay. It's okay, Dwen. You're slightly terrified? Honey, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay? Don't be scared. I got you. I got you. Why does this remind me of that old Android game? You're roused. Ay. What in the world? Sammy. You're just jealous. This is how she'll look when I meet. Yes. Yes. That Chad chin. It looks better when I'm bald, too. I'm not an egg. Well, I'm an egg with a Chad. No. Girl. With like horse ears. Hi, Puddin'. Hello. And then. And then. I think we should game like this. Yeah? Add the dent? I like how my eyebrow goes up like, Can you wait? What is that? What does he say? What is that saying? The wrestler. Oh, the one that they bite the chest of. What is his saying? Oh God, what is his name? Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. Saying. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Yeah, with the eyebrow. Your eyebrow is deformed because your entire head is dented. No, I'm just raising my eyebrow. Like this guy. Hold on. Look, we're pretty much the same. We look the same. We're like twins. We're like twins.
Give me your hole.
His boobs get bigger? Are bigger? Really? Really? His boobs are bigger? Really? Really? How big? There you go. There. Now we're twins. Better? Which one is you and which one's the Rock? I'm the Rock. Hi, Bearded. We found my twin. Okay, so I just woke up. Well, welcome. Well, good morning. You're my Rock. Oh, that was so sweet. Right, that was adorable. Oh my God, my heart. What with my pupils? What do you mean, my pupils? My pupils get big. Those are your goats oh. Okay, let's hop into uh um Starsand. Let's hop into Starsand. Yeah. Big pupils for when Dren rips it out all at once. Did I show the BG? The BG? What's the BG? The new background? Background? What background? I had so many backgrounds. What background are we talking about? This one. Which one? Oh, that one. I have not shown it yet, no.
Pilot_chaos gifted a tier 1 subscription to HE911.
That was gonna be after New Year's. Oh, I'm sorry! God damn it, Kato! How do I do that? Oh yeah, settings. I need... Okay, so it is borderless. Why can't I move my mouse off of it? Bitch, motherfucker. I hate when games don't let you move your mouse off the game. Classic Kato. There. What kind of game is this? This is a cozy farm game. It's a cozy game where you take care of a farm, you fall in love with peoples, and raise cute animals. And then when you breed them as well, and then you make magical animals, and then you build your house and your farmland, and it's like a cutesy. It's like a cute, cozy. Oh my god. Well, cutesy. It's a cutesy game. It's a horror game. With Hex on the side, it's a horror game. It's a beautiful game with me on the side. What you talking about? I just add to the cuteness. Excuse me. Excuse me. That was rude. Oh. I heard Ray's cute and not Ray's cute. Yes, I agree too. Ray is cute. The tail raising got me dead. Not the little Pepe, my little Pepe. I'm Sammy. Ma'am, you put your dick away. Look, you made it shy. Oh, it's back again. Okay. Do they die? If you don't feed them, do they die? Dude, did you kill me? I don't know. Maybe I killed everybody. Oh, no. Oh, okay. We're still at the same spot. Okay. Everybody's safe. Everybody's fine. Safe. Yes, safe. Everybody's safe. Okay. I haven't touched this game in like 2-3 days. Okie dokie. We provide the food when Hex forgets? What do you mean you provide the food? Potat. Okay, we go veg. What do I have to do? Okay. Small fish pond. Loom. Make 15 portions of grape juice. Okay. I can't do grape juice yet, though. Wait, maybe? Oh, I don't know. They find food for their wives? Oh, really? And protect? You're getting railed by Ducky. You are. You and ISO. You've been giving me lots of babies. Alrighty. Oh, look again when she's normal? I'm normal! What do you mean? Wait, why is Twitch chat... Why does Twitch chat do that all the time? If I'm not tabbed it, if I'm like tabbed off at Twitch chat, it doesn't scroll anymore. It borked. Okay, I need 1 cucumber, 3 grapes. Can be the settings. Oops. Wow, my water. Hi, Ruin. Hello, good morning. I need to buy a female cow for a long day. Okay, what do I need? Immortal grass. On my pillow. On my pillow. Alright. Now I gotta go brush all of you. I mean, you've only just played bangers on the stream for like a full month now. Where did this even come from? Where did what come from? Wait, who said just be a floating head? That's right. There we go. The music. This has been on the playlist forever. She's running from me! Okay. Sai? Okay. Thank you for your eggs. Did I get everybody? Got Griffin. Oh, Crito. Bam Bam. Maggie. Draconia. Oh! There is a rabbit. Who is this? Who gave me a rabbit? Wolf. Was this from Maggie and... No. This Maggie? It is. Okay. What kind of DNA? Oh! Oh! Okay. No. Oh boy. Ludi's a boy, right? Yeah, okay. We need to get a girl. Been chillin'. Pima. Poor Pima and Nippon yesterday. Are you guys okay? Ducky. Who gave me a baby? Oh. Okay. I think that's Ray and Dren's. Ray and Dren's. New! Another one! Holy shit, you guys are just popping them out. What?
Lizard.
Hi, Zara. We need a toggle that turns her into a tortella, then she'll be a tortella. Yes. We should pop on some bangers, huh? What song era is a good banger? Dude saying the same word twice. Who? Am I missing something? I think I'm missing something. What are you talking about, Sai? You read Ray's message and said tortella twice? Tortella! Yeah, tortella. That's how you say it. Gosh. Piva, I don't know if you guys could hear this, but Piva was like trying to show me how to say or teach me how to say it. Okay, hold on. Can you guys hear this?
Okay. Jalapeno, tortilla, empanada, chipotle, mole? What? Tamal. Now your turn.
And then I said it, and he's like, and then he was just like, stop! I was like, you sounded in pain. He said, yup. And then, so then, hold on. And then, here we go.
Okay. Sorry. It was like staticky. Okay, ready? Jalapeno, tortella, empanadi, chip patella, Malay, tamale.
Jesus. And then he's like, Jesus Christ, that's not even... Oh my God. And then he goes...
Yeah, it's mole. Mole. After me. Mole.
Malay. Or like mole, like the dot on your face. Mole. Molly.
Pilot _ chaos gifted a tier 1 subscription to Time Setteriv.
Pilot, thank you for gifting us some the time. Thank you. He's like, okay, try this one.
Michelada.
And then I go,
Michelada.
yeah. Yeah. Michelle! You've insulted his ancestry. Sounds like those English books when you learn English. What did you say, Kato?
Tortilla. Tilla. Tortilla.
Tortella. Yes. I like how Nippon. Yes. You got it the first try. I know. Hi, Po. Hello. Wish them Feliz Navidad on their birthday. Yes. Feliz Navidad. Okay, what am I supposed to do again? Oh yeah, study the blueprint. Wait, what is my inventory? Oh yeah, I need to... Wrong way. She switched from French to Spanish? I speak all languages. What are you talking about? French is easy. French is oui oui. Uh. Bambers! Ah, yeah! Welcome back, thank you. We need a reset to default toggle? But why though? So we can uncurse at will? But why though? Hi Zeta, hello. The dead fucking kills me. Why does the dead kill you? This is a perfect song for my wrinkles to wriggle. My my wrinkles to wiggle. That one. She'll fit right in the movie. Oh yeah, you guys wanted that movie.
This sea breeze is wild! My wings feel heavy, but I'm flying higher than ever!
The fresh scent of the island.
We're here.
Ah! New friend!
New man? He has pullable hair. And he's a doctor? Pullable hair, yeah, like Carlos. Unlike Chris. Wait, why am I running that way? Okay. I don't want to do the fish pond yet. Seafaring supplies. Can I do that? I just pulled too hard. I think I broke Sai. Sai's like thirsty for Chris. I think I broke him.
Hi there.
He could pull your beautiful long hair. Probably because he's jealous because he don't have any. Maybe that's why they don't let him be the silver fox. Because if he got old, he would be bald. Maybe that's why. Ba ba bow. We're beefing. Leon is peggable. True. Chris Rayfield is a man. He gives me grandpa vibes. Grandpa vibes? Yeah! Like in the, I saw a picture of him in from the new game that's coming out with hot Leon. He just gives me like Santa vibes. Are you saying no? Agreed, Santa vibes, see? You're telling me I come out of the shower and we start gooning again? No, we're not gooning. Chris isn't goon-worthy. I'm just telling everybody that he has like Santa vibes in the new movie or game. and Sai's freaking out, so. Her actual opinion on Chris is that he needs to hide his face card, so he has to stay underwater in a hot tub. Yeah. He has a great body, but his face card just No. Ray! Look at you! Rub, rub. I'm gonna rub Ray. I'm gonna feed Ray. Oh, whoa, whoa. Look at you. You're so cute. You're so cute. What? How many hearts do I have for Ray? Oh, almost 2. Almost 2. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Chris's face is definitely not your usual prey, but that makes him sittable, no? Don't you gotta look down when you're... I guess you could just put your hand on his, like, forehead so you don't have to see it either, right? Sit on his face, admire his body. Ah, you smart. Sai's like, okay. What does this cube do? Okay. I don't know what that cube does. They just told me to make it. Okay. I need to buy more seeds. I need more seeds of stuff. Shake it, Ray. Do you guys still play this, Ray and Maggie? Well, how do you... Okay, how do you do this? How do How do you make royal jelly? At night, the queen bee... Oh. Wait, no, it says the queen bee will consume 1 portion of royal jelly. How do you make... I can't click on it. Royal jelly you make in the feed maker with honey. Hi, Zen! Feed maker. Feed maker.
Zen 656 just subscribed for 72 massive months. I like your new model. Very cute.
Thank you. How are you? Thank you for the resubby. Feed maker. Oh, this thing? The thing that makes the feeds. Oh, this. Oh. Hi, Peeba. Good morning. How are you, Zen? Can't hear you. You're bopping too hard. You're good? That's good. I'm happy you're doing great. You were chopping a tree with a beehive in it. How do you find a beehive? A beehive. I gotta go buy seeds. I need something that gets me to grind. Can you link me the playlist? Oh yeah, sure. There's so many burps. So many burps. Dwen, give me your eggs. Thank you. He had eggs! Wait, there's a baby? Damn, Maggie. Maggie putting in work. I've been popping out babies left and right. Holy shit. Kitsune!
Kitsune_Miyagi just subscribed for 39 massive months.
I like how Maggie is taller than Nana. Maggie is a strong bunny. Okay. I think I got everybody. Oh my god, there's so many damn bunnies. Holy shit. Jesus. When they say rabbits, like, the whole saying, fuck like rabbits, Jesus Christ. What? All right. Okay. What do I need for seeds? Oh shit. Seeds are expensive too. You don't say. Yeah. Alright, what is this? Rice. Okay, and then we have... Immortal grass. Okay, so immortal grass, immortal wheat. Pumpkin. Then we have cabbage. Okay. Okay. Probably gonna need to put more farm. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this. I don't know where I'm gonna put the... Because I need the birds to come over here, huh? So they can... I don't know if they can roam that far. Can they roam that far? I don't know if they roam that far. I might need to put those like right there. The pats are cursed too? What do you mean? I think I have a plan. Okay. And then we're gonna move that one right here when we knock down this. Okay, okay, okay. And then behind, we're gonna put the tall, whatchamacallits. Oh! Okay. Drink! Bonk! Thank you for the drink, Credo. Ah! Hi, Huss! Okay, now let's go buy some seeds. What'd you give me? Oh, thank you. Garnier, hello! What in the heck? Hi, Garnier. How you doing? How are you? How is BDO treating you? Holy jawline, I know, right? You had a rough week, but you're glad you're here. Aw. I hope your week gets better. I'm sorry. It's okay. She cheated? Big name? Wait. Oh. What the heck? You like the new model? It's very hacks. This is my perma face. Oh my god, these seeds are killing me. Fuck. I didn't know you could run into things. I didn't know there was collision. The glasses are just floating. No, they're taped. See? You meant the front. Oh. Okay, rice is good. Okay, I don't need to put rice down. All seasons. All seasons. All seasons. All season. And these guys are not. Spring. Okay. Got it. Okay, so garlic. Wait, are cabbage all season? No. Okay, so I'll do all seasons here. And then different ones. Okay, so this one's all season. What is this? Rice. Immortal grass is all season, I believe. Water spinach is not. Right? All seasons. Wait. Summer. Okay, boy. Immortal wheat. Wheat is all season, right? Yeah. And mountain rice, all season. Okay. Okay. Pumpkins are not all season. Pumpkins go over there. Alrighty. Am I farming any carrots or onions? No. Well, no, this is garlic. Never mind. And then this one we'll do sugar cane. Okay. Are you two fighting? Credo and Dren? Dren just pecked the shit out of Credo's ass! Dren! Potato. You're the one who did it, Dread. Justice for Credo. Don't forget the time again. Oh, fuck. Butter spinach. I'm gonna need a bigger pot, trunk thingy. Chest thingy. Because I am not gonna have I wish they let you have a fridge or something. Or a pantry. I'm not gonna have enough space for all these freaking vegetable stuffs. Like, oh boy. I put all the fish in this. Well. Hi, Tingle. Hello. Alrighty. You just got here. Blah blah. Okay, so we got an hour until movie. You guys picked out this movie. Where do I find this freaking queen bee at? After the movie, I'll be wanting lattes? Why? You'll never look at Starbucks the same. Coffee sounds good right now. Why you put a toilet with that? Help him poop? Coffee doesn't let you... Same. Wait, I get another baby? Oh my god, guys. Nice outfit, thank you. It was from an event. It was from the beach event. And you got it for free. Hi, Yeti. Thank you for the follow. Okay, I think I got everybody. I think everybody's clean. Nope. Ludi! Why'd you give me a green poop ball, Ludi? Moo ball? Ludi is such a cute cow. He is. Sleep sand? I need to go get a female cow. So Ludi can make me bebes. You'll make so many. Oof. Expensive. Yes. It's RNG what you buy, so I was so, oh god, that's so nice that it's a girl. Name her Jisoo. No. It has to be chat. Ludi. Alright. What do we name you? Who wants to get railed by Ludi? Not me. No, Jisoo's not in chat, okay? Karkin. Karkin and Ludi fight all the time. And it's perfect because cows fart all the time. Breeding cooldown reduced by 2 days. Karkin is gonna be popping out baby cows like crazy. They don't fight, they wrestle. True, true. True, true. What kind of sound does Karkin make when you pull... Have you ever heard Karkin, like, squeal scream? He's made this sound before where he squeals, screams, slash grunts at the same time when he's like kind of scared, when he gets scared. It's hilarious. I feel like that's what he would make. Or he'd giggle. Okay. I need like 20K. Thank you for the drink, Pima. Okay. Wanted to thank for the sub. Oh. What the fuck is... Okay, I think I'm done. Let's save this. We didn't really do much. There wasn't really much to do when you're building your farm up, you know? What is this? What? Is that Karkin? Wait, did the head rubs work? I didn't see them. Did they work? I'm always paranoid that they don't work. Oh, blind. The playlist. There you go. So this command is old. What command? Oh, Spotify, no, that's one of my playlists. The one that Blind asked is some random playlist I looked up to look for 2000 jams. Yeah. I don't know this. It was a random one that I looked up. Damn, clicked here at the worst time. I'll be back. Get back here! What? What? You know you like this. Get back here. freaking. They can't handle greatness. Hi, Hidden. Hello. Can you look to the side? Why? 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 What's peeking for my lip? My lip. I see, yeah.
No, your mouth is not big enough.
So much greatness it doesn't fit on the face.
Give me your hole.
Dinner, man. Too much mewing. $45 Okay. What you guys want to do in 45 minutes? Let's see. What do we want to do in 45 minutes? Me? If you don't close that mouth. Why do a 45 minutes? Hold, I'm looking. We could see you looking. I'm looking. My streamer's a dent. I'm not a dent. You're a dent. Four kids went missing because they met strangers on Roblox. What's Roblox again? Oh, wait, why does Twitch have Roblox? I saw that last night when I was going through browsing the stuff, and it had like following, browse, and then Roblox. I was like, the fuck is Roblox? Games should be banned. Pedophiles paradise. Then why is it on Twitch? It's Fortnite for younger kids, but yeah, it's also where bad people hang out to do bad stuff to kids who play it. Oh.
Four different children went missing.
That's kind of scary. That's kind of weird that it's on Twitch. How do I get back to normal, guys? Oh, kind of back to normal. Kind of back to normal. Okay, there we go. See, a reset toggle would be nice right now. No, because now I'm experimenting different thingies, you know? There. Seeing which ones are better and which ones not, you know? Experimentation. Okay. Let's watch this video. And then we're gonna go watch a movie. 4 kids went missing.
Within the span of just a few weeks in January of 2026, with every story potentially pointing back to the same thing. They met strangers on Roblox. And while 3 of these children were eventually found safe, the 4th and most recent case...
Shouldn't it... Since it is... So, this is widely known? About Roblox being bad? Right? Yeah. So... I guess you can't really stop kids from going on it, right? If you're not home and you're working, you can't really stop children from playing it, right? It's the same as VR chat having its own stigma. What's VR chat stigma? Roblox makes it easier. I see. It's just used by bad people. Okay.
Is still unresolved, which is the main reason I'm making this video, in the hope that more information gets out there so these cases receive more attention. And with that being said, I'll lay out everything that's publicly available in case anyone has any details, no matter how small they may seem, that could actually help move things forward. And I'll make sure the appropriate contact information is both on screen and down in the description down below. But the first story that grabbed national attention started on a Monday morning in Southwest Philadelphia. James Cartwright, who is 18 years old, walked out of his house around 7 in the morning on January 12th, supposedly heading to Hardy Williams High School like he did every other weekday. Except this time, he never showed up. His mom figured something was off when the school day had ended and she hadn't heard from him. And when she reached out to the school, they confirmed that he never made it to class that day. So that's when she filed a missing person report and things started getting really weird. So the next day, roughly 24 hours after he disappeared, his friends managed to track his phone through the iCloud, and his location pinged in San Diego, California. Yes, the teenager was just in Philly, but now the next day it's pinging in California. Well, that's not on the way to school. That's on the other side of the country. This guy left for school, then crossed the whole map. But here's the part that makes even less sense, because James didn't have any form of ID on him. He had no money or income. And according to his family, he had never traveled outside of Philadelphia in his entire life. So how did an 18-year-old with no resources somehow end up across the country in less than a day? Well, the most plausible way would have been by plane. But again, he had no ID. But the Black and Missing Foundation, which is a nonprofit that specifically focuses on finding missing people of color, got involved pretty quickly, and they mentioned that the evidence was pointing towards that James potentially was in contact with an older person through Roblox. Now, it is worth mentioning here that even though that James is 18 years old, he's still a high schooler, and his family has stated that he has an intellectual disability, which meant that he could be more vulnerable to someone trying to manipulate or take advantage of him online. But the foundation suggests that he might have been lured through a platform, but at that point, nobody had actually confirmed that. It was simply the most likely explanation based on the evidence they had. So,
so he had no ID, no identification, no money. It can't be by plane. You need an ID to get on planes, right? Yeah. So it can't be ID. The dude just fucking sped really fast across country, picked up the kid in a car and just zoomed.
Question then is, did they somehow sneak him onto some sort of like cargo plane, or did they sneak him onto like a private chartered plane? Like, how did they get him to California within one day? And then the other thing is like,
how long does it take to get from Philly, right? Philly to California? Not possible in a day to drive. Okay. So yeah, so then it would have to be a plane. But then how? With no ID? What if the person is filthy rich and has a private plane? He just told you. No, he's also guessing. Cargo? Aliens. 6-hour flight. I think rich dude, private plane.
why would his phone still be on him if this was a kidnapping? This one's really confusing. But for at least 3 days, Jamas's family and community members were scrambling to piece together where he might be and who he could be with, as the weight of the situation really set in.
You're repeating his guesses? He did not say rich person, private plane. I said rich person, private plane. He said cargo. I said rich person, private plane. That is not repeating what he said.
Around January 16th and 17th, the family announced that Jamas had actually been found in California, and that most importantly, he was safe. His mom put out a statement thanking everyone who helped search for him, and also mentioned that they were still working with the police to understand what went down during his disappearance. So currently, there's a lot of unanswered questions right there. But while Jamas' story is unfolding, something uncanny similar was happening thousands of miles away in Mexico. Because on January 9th, 3 days before Jamas disappeared, two sisters named Sabrina and Mary walked out of their house in Neza, state of Mexico, and never came back. Sabrina was 10 years old while Mary was 16, and based on security camera footage from neighbors, they left early in the morning carrying backpacks with clothes, their cell phones, and their savings and cash. When their parents realized they were gone and tried calling them, both of their phones were turned off, which immediately set off the alarm bells. The family then reported them missing, and during the investigation, one detail kept coming up. Both girls had been spending a whole bunch of time playing online games, specifically Roblox and Free Fire. I hadn't heard about Free Fire until now, but it's kind of like a PUBG knockoff that's very popular amongst kids in South America. Their parents had assumed that they'd been playing with friends or people they knew, but authorities started digging deeper, and they started looking into whether someone they met online convinced them to leave. But on top of that, there was apparently some family drama right before they disappeared. So one day earlier, Mary had gotten a tattoo on her leg, and that's when her parents found out. They had a conversation about it, and suddenly she was gone the next day. But the parents insisted that it wasn't like a huge blow up or anything. According to Mary's mom, she told her daughter not to worry and just come home, trying to make it clear that she wasn't in trouble. But obviously, when two kids disappeared the next day, people start trying to connect the dots. Mexican
16? Hi, Zane. Hello. I think he said...
Because on January 9th, 3 days before Jamas disappeared, two sisters named Sabrina and Mary walked out of their house in Neza, state of Mexico, and never came back. Sabrina was 10 years old while Mary was 16, and based on
Damn. Which one got the tattoo?
attention, and eventually reunited with their parents. But the authorities said based on everything they gathered, it seemed like the girls had left the country. So police suddenly... she was gone the next day. But the parents insisted that it wasn't like a huge blow up or anything. According to Mary's mom, she told her daughter not to worry and just come home, trying to make it clear that she wasn't in trouble. But obviously, when two kids disappeared the next day, people start trying to connect the dots. Mexican authorities started following leads, and their cyber unit started picking up some information that pointed them towards Campeche, which just like in the first case, means that the missing kids are on the other side of the country. So police in Campeche checked out an address connected to the case, but when they got there, the sisters were already gone. Eventually, after almost a full week of searching, authorities finally got a tip from a family member that tied them to a massive inner-city bus terminal in Mexico City, and that's where they found both girls. And they were with a man who had allegedly been talking to them online. And based on where they were and what they were doing, it looked like the three of them were about to get onto another bus and keep traveling. Thankfully, though, the girls were taken into protective custody, given medical attention, and eventually reunited with their parents. But the authorities said based on everything they gathered, it seemed like the girls had left voluntarily, which doesn't necessarily mean they understood what they were actually getting into here, or that they weren't being manipulated. And reports suggest that whoever contacted them started the conversation on Roblox, and then moved it over to other platforms like Discord or WhatsApp, which is apparently a pretty common pattern with this kind of thing. And Mexican authorities used this case to push for better parental monitoring of kids' online activity, recommending that parents turn off chat features when possible and keeping gaming devices in common areas instead of their bedrooms, and having real conversations with their kids about the dangers of sharing personal information online with strangers. But I mean, stuff like this just hits home. I was absolutely raised on the internet, and my English is as good and bad as it is at the same time, because I was raised on the internet. I was raised in a small town in Norway. I moved there from the States when I was 7. And to put it lightly, Norwegian winters are very cold and very dark. You know, because you just don't have too much time with the sun up north during the winters. But then you have the opposite during the summers. So it all balances out, I guess. But Norway was fairly early to give the population access to affordable high-speed internet. So I spent a lot of time playing video games, especially in the winters growing up. And I've met some of my best friends online. Literally, people who were once complete strangers, I met questing in the same area on World of Warcraft or on a Counter-Strike Source server. I even have a close friend who I randomly encountered while playing Arma 2 Wasteland. Like literally just over like voice comms. He was close to me and we started joking around, and then we were like, hey, let's get into TeamSpeak. And then we just started talking from there, and we still talk to this day. And way later, I've met so many of these people in person, and thankfully, they were kids my age, at least at the time that we met. And, you know, now we're old. We were young once, but now I can't really say I'm old. You know, I'm in my late 20s. I'm 28. But I feel like a lot of people in my generation can relate to, you know, being a teenager and talking to people you don't know in person online. So maybe there's some survivor bias here, but obviously I don't know the answers. I'm still trying to figure out this big, massive lesson that we call life. But I don't think it's that good to try to isolate your child in the attempt of protecting them. Because I would think one of the best things you can do to protect your child is to invest your time in them, where you actually focus on hearing them out and, you know, you make sure that it's a safe space for guidance and mentorship. Because if you have a great relationship with your kid, there's a higher chance that they'll actually talk to you about what's going on in their life, who they're trying to meet up with, who they're talking to, and what their plans are. But it's tricky because I guess you just have to balance on the fine line between wanting your kid to be as social as possible with others through their passions and them not getting trafficked across the country. Good luck, all my parents out there. We just have to try our best. Because one thing I thought of now that I feel like we kind of scathed, at least the people in my generation. The younger kids now have to start worrying about this. Because in like 2012, when I was using Ventrilo, TeamSpeak, and Skype, I could hear the people I was talking to, and I could hear that they were somewhat around my age because, you know, we were just a bunch of squeakers back then. Now, in theory, you could have some sicko use AI to appear on camera as a kid. The future is definitely going to be one massive landmine. But moving on to the third case.
You see how they can now catfish? Like there was this thing of people using AI to completely change how they look. So a guy was basically, it was like VTubing, but IRL VTubing. And it was like a female model thing. And it looked like a real person. And I was like, yo, this is going to be crazy.
This
scary.
one stands apart from the others, as it still, unfortunately, does not have a resolution. And because of that, it's especially important to focus on this point. Because on the same day the sisters disappeared in Mexico on January 9th, a 15-year-old kid named Thomas Medlin left Stony Brook School on Long Island around 3:30 in the afternoon. But instead of heading home like usual, people saw him running towards the Stony Brook train station, and he apparently caught a train to Manhattan. Surveillance cameras caught him at Grand Central Station a couple hours later, around 5:30 in the evening. And through video footage and cell phone data, police were able to trace Thomas's path through the city, and they determined that his last known location was on the pedestrian walkway of the Manhattan Bridge at
You're scared for their younger generation?
around 7:09.
Though I feel like our younger generation, I feel just as back then when like our parents were growing up through and deal in like, you know, where you could like roam around and have the doors unlocked and everything, where social media wasn't a thing and whatnot. I feel like they had their own problems to deal with, their own, like catching a cab, and it could be like a serial killer, but you don't know, and you know, like how we all adapted. I'm pretty sure they'll adapt. They just have to have good parents that teach them, right? Just like how we had parents that taught us, don't talk to strangers, don't take candy from strangers. Don't get into cars. You know, now they just have the whole don't talk to strangers, don't get into virtual cars, fact check when you're Skyping or video calling, whatever, Discord calling, whatever. Don't share your information. You know? Hexella, do you want to take a look at the kittens in my basement? Yeah, don't do that. Don't do what I do, and don't say yes, okay? Because I'd probably be like, oh my god, you have kittens in your basement. Let me go look. You can't take candy from strangers. No candy from strangers. What is your avatar supposed to be? I'm still confused about that. Well, since it is Chinese New Year and Year of the Horse, I have horse ears. But generally, okay. Generally, we have kitty ears, and I'm a dwagon. I'm a cat dwagon. I'm a Uma Musume now. Yeah, I'm a Uma Musume. She's a lizard. I am not a lizard! Take that back. She's a furry? Whatever. I am not a furry. We went over this. I'm not a furry. We gotta wait. I'm waiting till we deflate. The big boobs still look odd to you? Yeah, because they look painful, don't they? The sounds don't work on the YouTube scene. Guys, stop. Don't I have it in the description? Sounds don't work on YouTube? If I don't, I need to put that there. I'm not used to seeing you with huge knockers. It wouldn't help. Probably not. I don't know how many people read description. Who reads descriptions anyway? I don't. Okay. We just spam R here. Oh my god. Can we deflate? Deflate. Go. Oh, we deflated. Let's go. Okay.
Night, and the Manhattan Bridge connects Lower Manhattan to Brooklyn and crosses over the East River. But at 7:09, 3 minutes after he was spotted on the bridge, Thomas's phone went dark. And then at 7:10, a surveillance camera near the bridge recorded what looked to be a splash of water. But according to police, Thomas was never seen walking on that bridge through any of the pedestrian exits. So, Thomas's mom, Eva Yan, told reporters that she believed her son had gone into the city to meet someone he connected with through Roblox. Though she also said this was completely unlike him and that he's never just up and left like that before. His dad also said the same thing, that he couldn't understand why Thomas would do something like this. But the family organized search.
You think that when parents say it's so unlike him that they're out of touch? Because kids, I feel like, don't really show, like, unless they're super, super, super close with their parents, I feel like they don't really, what is the term? What is that term? Open with their parents? I feel like they're pretty closed off. So like when parents go, that is so unlike them. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Just like how that one kid who unalived himself because he was talking to the AI and she was like, it was pretty much down to he didn't feel comfortable enough to open up to her, or she like shoved him away, and it was pretty sad, and she blamed like the AI and whatnot. And it's like, well, he had no one to talk to because you're always gone, you're always at work, and it's like, if you want your kid to not do these things, let them feel comfortable to open up to you, you know? Usually are the parents who are strict with their kids, which makes the kids learn how to code switch. Yeah. You can actually use that to your advantage because that's what I'm doing. I'm going to make a show, YouTube backstory, going to be in the show. You hope Roblox gets banned? Yeah. I don't think, well, that's like saying you hope internet gets banned, right? Every website. I think, I saw this one video where it was like there's no kids spaces anymore. Like all the kids spaces are gone. Because kids are growing so fast because of the internet. So like kids spaces, there's like toddler spaces, but there's no preteen spaces. It's literally toddler to adult. And they're like, there's no in between anymore. Ever since like games came out and that are not games, but more social media that came out. We aren't allowed to use the phone in our rooms. Back in the time, I wasn't allowed to use a phone because I didn't have a phone. But it's like a huge topic, especially like Love in Deep Space, where there's a lot of young, we're talking like teens playing Love in Deep Space, and they are so it's like a battle between teens and adult women. Where the teens are like, ew, you're too old to play this game, and then the adult women are like, what are you even doing in this game, when there's like implications of sex, of like, you know, mature themes, and they're like, what are you're freaking 13, why are you playing this game? And then they're like, well, why are you playing this game, you're old? And it's just like, Silas is literally 30, he's 30, and you're like fiending over this 30-year-old man. Caleb's 24, no, Caleb's 25, and then Zane's like 29, and then Xavier's like 24, 25, and they're 13-year-old girls who are like, oh my god, I want my man to do this, and I'm just like, bruh. Bruh. Exactly, Ray. They're like, you're too old. Because like some girls were like, I'm literally 26 and I'm literally the age of the guys in the game. You should not be playing this game because there's no way a sane 25 to 30-year-old man would go for a girl that young, right? And they're like, well, you're too old. And then the girls are like, who do you think keeps the game alive? Like, it's all the women who are in their 20s to 30s to 40s, and they're paying for it. They're dropping literally paychecks on the game. And I'm just sitting here like, oh my god. So what all these videos are saying that there's no kid spaces, there's no teen spaces, is actually kind of true. Cause like, where are kids gonna go? You know? You feel uncomfortable talking to people that are under 21? Yeah. It's a lot of things now are towards like adults. In their books, yeah, that was me. I was in my books. But again, I grew up with a very strict family but my parents were there all the time. I don't know if you can, and if my parents weren't there, my grandparents were there. I feel so unhealthy for them to fall for characters a decade older. That's what I said. Because their brain is like, I think there was like another video that was talking exactly about that. Their brain is still developing. So when they think it's normal at that young age to fall for an older person like that, whether it's a guy or girl, and then they're gonna go out into the real world and do that, and then that just makes problems for both, because now girls are dressing as an older woman, they're putting makeup on like an older woman, and they're putting chemicals on their face that makes them look older, and then they're gonna lie about their age, and it's just fucked. It's fucked. Is Lads? No, Lads is not 18 plus. Lads is, I think, 16 plus. They upped it to 16. It was 12 plus, and then they upped it to 16. Yeah, 12 to 14-year-old girls ruining makeup stores. Yeah. And then there's now like 6-year-olds putting retinol on their faces because they're watching Instagram and TikTok of influencers doing it that are older, and they're like, I want to be like them, and they're putting like that crap on their face, and it's like, Jesus Christ. They look 60 by the time they hit 30. Yeah. There's a girl that was, she's like 22, and when I looked at her videos, and I'm like, damn, she looks like 40 or something. And when she sent out a short asking like her community what age they think she is, and everybody was saying like late 30s, early 40s, and she's like, I'm literally 22. And I'm like, there's no way. There is no way. Yeah, it's bad. It's so bad because they're getting Botox, they're getting lip fillers. They're doing all the things that the older influencers did when they watched, and they're trying to copy them, but they don't understand that their skin is still young and healthy, and they're just destroying it. And it's bad. It's so bad. Yeah, they look like 40-year-old women trying to look 20 again. Yeah. 13 minutes, thank you. It's really bad. It's awful. And it's like, it's almost like you need a war, like the influencers that are older, that are actually able to use retinol and like fillers and getting getting facelifts and whatnot that are like actual the good age to do that, like late 40s, I don't even think like late 40s is the right. When is the right time to get a freaking facelift? I don't even know. Isn't it like 60? I don't know. But they should, it's almost like you need a disclaimer at the bottom. Don't do this if you're under the age of blah, 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 because you're going to ruin your face. Like, don't do it. Kind of like, don't eat Tide Pods. You need a warning label. I don't understand. And then screw the freaking parents that are getting bullied by their 6-year-olds. And when they walk up to their mothers and they have a basket full of products that are like $90 each, and when the mother is like, no, we can't afford that, and the child throws a fucking fit and then tells them, oh, I hate you because you won't buy this for me, and then the parents get guilted into it. Like, no, what the hell? She's 6 years old. What do you mean? Why are you getting bullied by a 6-year-old? Holy shit. I don't understand. If I ever said that to my mother, I'd be dragged in the bathroom and beat. Like, what the hell? Same. If I ever demanded my mother to drop $800 on me for makeup that my face does not need, I'd probably be 6 feet under. Like, what the hell? I don't understand. I was cringing so hard when I was watching those videos of these kids that are doing that to their parents. And I'm like, what are you a parent? Like, what are you? Are you like, you're pretty much a babysitter at this point. You don't even deserve the title of parent. I don't get it. I don't understand. Enough belts and sleeping on a belly for a week and all of a sudden everyone starts behaving. The way my nephew talks about to my sister-in-law is wild. Me as a kid talking like that would be black and blue and in my room for a month. I don't get it. I don't understand. Your mom would be like, finally, let's get you modeling. My mother did shove me in modeling. What do you mean? And I told her I didn't like it. She was like, okay, fine. She literally shoved me into modeling for like 6 months. And I was like, I don't like it, Mom. I don't want to do it. Mainly because I kept scrubbing the makeup off. I was like, ugh, this makes my face itch. And I kept making weird faces whenever they were trying to pose me, and I was like, They're like, stop making that face. Can you just smile nicely? And I'm like, But no, modeling is difficult, dude. Whoever does modeling, you're a beast at it, because holy shit. That shit is god awful. Holding a pose for like 30 minutes? Ugh. The whole world and industry is fucked up, yeah. I can imagine Tiny Hex being bugging the photographer. Hi, sick. When I was young, there was no ADHD. My mom would slap me once, and that would clear my aura, align my chakra, and balance my karma all in one hit. Dude, same. Except that was my father. My father psychologically tortured me. Maybe that's why I'm in therapy. I think that's why I'm going to therapy. My father psychologically tortured me. The chocolate belt of recovery, yeah. Could be, definitely one of the reasons. He did this thing where he would, I don't know if your parents did it, but he would do this thing where if I did something he didn't like in the beginning of the day, and then he would be like, and then we had to go somewhere. Like, okay, for an instance, my brother was really sick and he was hospitalized. He would, if I didn't push in the chair or whatever in the morning, he would hold it over my head that I'm getting a belt whipping by the time we get home. After we leave home and go to the hospital, and every like hour or so, he's like, you know what happens when we get home, right? And I'm like, uh-huh. And he's like, all right, you know where the belts are, right? And I'm like, uh-huh. And he's like, all right, when we get home, you're going to walk up those stairs and you're going to grab my belt, right? And I'm like, uh-huh. And he's like, good. The entire day, I'm like literally shaking. And like, I'm like freaking the fuck out because I'm like, oh, and he's like, you know, you're going to get your ass whipped, right? You're going to get, it's going to be a bad spanking, right? And I'm like, uh-huh. And he was like, okay, just making sure you remember. And you remember what you did wrong, right? Uh-huh. and then he would be like, we get home, right? He's like, all right, go upstairs, grab a belt. And I'd be like, I run up the stairs and I'm like trying to figure out which belt to grab because he had different types. And I'm like, oh my God, all of them are gonna fucking hurt. So then I run downstairs with the belt and he's like, all right, turn around. And I'll be turned around and he's like, okay, you know what you did wrong, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, good. And then he puts the belt on. And he's like, all right, I'm glad you understand what happened. And he'd walk away. And I'm standing there like, I think I'd rather the belt whooping. I think I'd rather the belt whooping. Authority without hostility. Yeah, I think I'd rather the belt whooping. Oh my God. Your mother did that to you too? I would write my feelings in a journal at the end of the day because my mom tortured me exactly like that. Straight anxiety. Uh-huh. Your dad would beat you with a belt until his arm got tired if you talked back to... I never talked back to my parents. Never. I did it once. Actually, I did it twice. And never again. I would never, ever, ever. The first time, I was like 2 years old. And I did exactly what the 6-year-olds did to their mom. And demanding something, I threw a fucking fit when I was 2 years. I still remember. I still get chills whenever my mom gives me that look. And I demanded a toy. Threw a fucking fit in the middle of public. She dropped everything, grabbed her purse, yanked me by my arm into the bathroom and beat my ass. Like, she went to town. She beat it. And then after that, the entire time until I was like, what, 14, all she had to say or give me a look. When I was like a baby, a kid, like a little kid, she would say, you want to go to the bathroom? And I would be like, nope. And I immediately shut up. And then when I was 14, I got a little wild side and decided to backtalk my mother. And that's when she beat me into the pantry. That's when my mom beat me into the pantry. After that, never talked back. Never. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh God, yeah. If I ever have kids, I'll keep that trick in mind. I'll just threaten to delete his Fortnite 2 account. I don't know if you can do that now because there was a kid I just read last night of a story of a kid, adopted kid, shot his dad because his dad took away his Nintendo. And I was like, what the fuck? He killed his dad because his dad took his Nintendo away. And then the other one where a kid beat his teacher to where she had to be hospitalized because she took his phone. Because he was always on his phone during class. And so the school had where you could take the phones away, right? So when she left the classroom to go to the bathroom, he followed her, charged her, and beat her until she had to be hospitalized because she took his phone. I don't understand that. I really don't. I really don't understand that. I don't understand kids now. I don't. Why is the gun? Because the kid found the keys to the gun safe, and he, you know, kids are smart now, right? They figure out pretty much everything. He found the keys to the gun safe and got inside of the gun safe, figured out how to undo the safety of the gun, and then shot his dad. I'm never having children either. It's too expensive to have children. Nobody is stupid. Experiences teaches you things. Yeah, and if you really want something, you're gonna go get it, right? If you really, 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 really want something. That kid really, really, really wanted his Nintendo. The other kid really, really, really wanted his phone. And the obstacles were the parents or the teacher. So what do they know? Get rid of the obstacle. So I already have children, so I don't need children. I got a Genji and a Cinnamon. I already have a shitter and a fucking prissy, bratty child. Ugh. My brother is having his second daughter in a couple months. Oh boy. You see, you already have your children. You got nieces and nephews. Oh yeah, and I have chat. I have chat. Chat's also kind of, never mind. I'm not even of, never mind. No, you're not. You're like you're like, you know what, chat? You remind me of the friend I had when I fell asleep on his shoulder, and then he was rudely awaking me because it was my turn to go bowling. And then I shoved him out of the chair and I said, "Don't you fucking wake me up again." And then I went to go bowling. And he was like, "Jesus Christ." That's what. That's, yeah. Did she just friend zone all of us? No, not all of you. No. Cause I definitely impregnate my wife and Ray, and then I melpreg Dren and Bambers, and you know what? I'm empreg my mods. There we go. I empreg my, no, cause Joe Bell's my mom, so I can't really do that. So, fuck right off. Okay, let's go say hi to Silverville. Let's go say hi to Silverville. Did I raid right? Yes, okay. She's playing Where Winds Meet. I don't think I've ever raided her, but we're gonna go watch a movie. So, let's go say hi to her. Thank you for being here, guys. I'll be here tomorrow. I love you. I love you. Mpreg. Yeah. Sammy. Well, Sammy doesn't get Mpreg. Sammy doesn't. I'm pretty sure Sammy. I would be scared to Mpreg Sammy because he probably wouldn't even know how to push a baby out. He'd probably think it'd come out of his nose. Nah. No. Definitely C-section birth. Yeah. Hi, Greg. Thanks for the cozy stream, you adorable menace. You're welcome. I'm happy you enjoy it. I'm happy you're here. And I hope you feel better, blind. Get some sleep, sir. You better be asleep, or I'll whip that ass. I'll psychologically torture you like my dad did. I'll whip that ass if you don't. Wait, maybe you like that. I won't whip your ass if you don't go to bed. Yeah.